Wolfpack is back, cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who's here? The bad boys are wrestling. Testing competition, win the war, that's their mission. Not no mercy, see the rings like the street. If you don't know, you better find out the Wolfpack. Here to prove a point, number one, best believe that you don't wanna tussle with them. I'll be here for them, come in the ring with them, you're never walking out again. Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack. 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 You might wind up in a body bag. You took your chances, now it's time to show you we're wrong. In the ring, this is core, all you sucks not strong. Day in, day out, the Wolfpack for life. Tell me who has the guts to come in the ring.
Okay, welcome to the Bedford County Free Press live video news here on Facebook. It is Monday, November 27th, 2023, and I am your host, the head of the table, the bad guy reporter himself, the infamous cameraman. So currently in Bedford County, it is 32 degrees out. So we will start with the weather, and so far, welcome to Alan, and John Mocker is in the house. So this weather report is sponsored by the Bedford County Free Press. Advertise on the #1 news outlet in Bedford County, the Bedford County Free Press. They offer logo advertising as well as video advertising. You can also air 30-second commercials on their video news show. Contact them 7 days a week at 814-977-8305 or shoot them an email at freepress@bedfordcountyfreepress.com. Okay, so, and Richard has joined us. Hope it snows. Okay, so the weather forecast tonight: cloudy skies. This evening will become partly cloudy after midnight, low of 24 degrees out. Tuesday, partly cloudy skies, a few flurries or snow showers possible, high of 29 degrees. Tuesday night, mostly clear skies, low of 18 degrees. The outlook over the next few days: Wednesday, partly cloudy and 40 degrees. Thursday, partly cloudy, 52 degrees. And Friday, rain, 89% chance of rain, and it will be 43 degrees out. So we do have some news from Bedford County courts. So this is going to be a little bit interesting. So we're going to announce the news from the Bedford County courts to give people opportunity to call in and give their comments. Our number's 814-977-8305. And I don't know, we just got a call from New Hampshire. I don't know anyone in New Hampshire, so our phone lines are open, 814-977-8305. We are not taking any calls from any rejects with private numbers because their 15 minutes of fame has expired. Okay, so the news from Bedford County courts. On Tuesday, tomorrow, November the 28th, there will be a public media advisory at 9:30 in the Court of Common Pleas. And it says the Court of Common Pleas and the Commissioner's Boardroom, so I'm not sure how that's going to work with two different locations unless they're going to, I don't know. But it's going to be at the Bedford County Courthouse. And here's what it says. Bedford County officials and partners establish drug treatment court. So, a team of Bedford County officials, departments, treatment providers, and community groups will gather on Tuesday to announce the establishment of a drug treatment court and other supporting measures. Working together, the newly established court aims to provide options to combat drug addiction and other working together, the newly established court aims to provide options to combat drug addictions and offer support to those in need. So, I guess this might be what they consider drug court, but they're calling it drug treatment court. So maybe when it's a drug case, it might go to, instead of criminal court, it'll go to drug treatment court. Now all we need is night court. Remember the night court show where we had the little bald bailiff, the tall bald bailiff, and the wisecrack district attorney and the comical judge? I think Bedford County needs that. Okay, so since Guido is here, I would like to announce that there was dissension in the ranks. However, the Wolf Pack is back together again after a short feud. There's always fighting in the family, and so the Wolf Pack is stronger than ever, despite all of the idiots claiming that this, that, and the other. So we always fight amongst ourselves, and this was no different. So we settled our differences for this week. We don't know what's going to happen in the next weeks ahead, but you never know when the Wolf Pack fight among themselves. But at this moment, the Wolf Pack is together, and we'll just leave it at that. And as always, I am the head of the table. I am the spokesperson for the Wolf Pack. I am the spokesperson and owner for Bedford County Free Press. So, but the whole night court issue, or the whole drug court issue, could be something that could be quite interesting, because there's Nick Turpak, another Wolf Pack member. Nick Turpak says adult entertainment at its finest. Michael Wolf says yes, yes, yes. So the Wolf Pack is back as one. We do fight amongst ourselves, but as always, I am the head of the table, and I am the spokesperson for the Wolf Pack. So the Wolf Pack is back. They are stronger than ever. So to all those, oh, and my brother did get a phone call from Philadelphia. So we don't want to mention anybody's name, but in the event, if it is who we think it is, you might want to block your number the next time you call from Philadelphia, because now your gig is up. So Charles Horsch is among us. Yes, Charles Horsch is. I was in contact with Charles Horsch last night. Wolfpack is stronger than ever. So there is no more dissension in the ranks. So the head of the table is still the cameraman. So with that being said, that's right, Wolfpack is in the house. So drug court could be an interesting concept here in Bedford County, because instead of wasting time putting people in jail for a boy, so well, I gotta, okay, Guido, I gotta put you on. I'm trying to get you put on here, so just hold on. You might have to call back. Just give me a second, Guido, because I didn't realize anybody was going to call in. So just hold on, Guido. Just hold on. I got to make sure I have to have the Bluetooth on. So just hang tight. I'll let you know. So, like I said, I'm working on the Bluetooth, getting hooked up here. Just hold on, Guido. Okay, Guido's being too anxious here. He's got to hold on. As I'm trying to, I can't, he won't be able to be heard. I'll call him back. Because I'm trying to hook up the Bluetooth and it doesn't seem to be working, so he's going to have to just hang tight. Because let me see if I can just hang tight here. I didn't hook up the Bluetooth. So let me, it says that it's hooked up, so let's connect it. Hold on. Okay, I think he's active now. Let's see if you're active. Hello?
Are you still online?
Yeah, okay, we're active. We had a problem with the Bluetooth, so we was trying to get the Bluetooth hooked up so everybody could hear.
So the world hears me, right?
The world hears you.
Okay. Number one, niggas like to talk shit when they don't know what they're talking about. I'm going to reach out to Lamont. Lamont knows that he's a racist and he doesn't like me because I vote for Donald Trump. It has nothing to do with the food. Number two, yesterday, the Philadelphia Eagles walked into a rainy, muddy, black storm at Lincoln Financial Field to take on the Buffalo Bills. Higgins boys were at the fucking stadium. They got so drunk, they started running their mouth, and they forgot to block their call. So I have their phone number. It's a legit number. And when I dialed it back, it went straight to Philadelphia. In a couple of more days, I'll know exactly who that phone number belongs to. Or it's going to cost them money to change the number. And even if they change the number, it's still going to be the same company. And it will be retrieved. That it's going to lead back to Billy Boy Higgins from Villanova, added with his brother at Lincoln Financial Field in a storm, drunk, watching the Eagles go 10-1. Now, for everybody that runs their mouth, man, they don't even know me. I've never even heard of the Bedford Blair Predator Hunter. So for him to run his mouth, for what? He don't know me. They don't know me. They should not interfere when the Wolfpack is fighting among themselves. Because what's going to happen is the Wolfpack will all turn against them. Because that's why you never step in between a fight of a woman and a man that's been together. Because 9 out of 10 times, they'll both jump on your shit. Because they are together. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Don't act like you're a little tough there, Devin Beagle. You sit there and you block me. You sat there and ran your mouth that you was a great cook and you're a bartender and I'm old school gangster and blah, 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 blah. And the same thing goes with just because I pick on you, bingo, Miss Gangster, I'm a female with a big, thick attitude right on her page, and she's worried about what we've been doing the past 40 to 50 years, which is basically fighting. So with that being said, Bedford County needs to know that we're fighting. Step the fuck back 10 feet and we'll handle it ourselves. We don't need nobody's help. We don't need people running them out because I didn't know any of them until I started coming here in 2018. 5 years. I moved here on your birthday, 2018, 5 years ago. I got Tina straight. She's still on the methadone program. She got cancer. She's beating the cancer. She just came out of the cancer center this morning, and she's going to go back again the day after tomorrow. So with that being said, there was a lot of problems with her. So deal with that. Walk in my shoes with a stone cold junkie from Kensington and had to put her life back to normal 3/4 of the way. Let that be known. Because I'm sick of everybody running their mouths and they have no clue what they're even talking about. And that's it. That's all I got to say. And Lamont, you talk a lot of shit. Nobody cares that, first of all, Lamont, you couldn't even afford the steak I buy. And you can ask my brother. I pay $27, $28 a pound for filet mignon. And I got to pick a couple of them up because they're still in the freezer. And I'm going to throw them on the grill. So that's number one. You're out of my league. While we're at it, and another one, Kelly. Alan Kelly wants to sit there and he makes up accounts and then he starts harassing people because Kelly can't get us out of his mind. That's what the problem is. You see, I'm working on something right now. Everybody knows where I'm at. I'm not afraid. I'm at the Budget House Motel that's surrounded by 15 cameras. Everybody that came on was on camera. Everybody that came off was on camera. So with that being said, I'm working on the arena across the street to get permission to put a food vending truck there for 2024. Because I have become friends with people from India. You see, the people here at the Budget House are from India. And I became president real quick. Why? Because I have friends that are from India that has gas stations up in Philadelphia and New Jersey. And I mentioned a couple of names. And they got a big smile on their face. So they started handing me free Coke and free this and free that. So that being said, these people have no clue. There's always a purpose to my game, and that's the gain. The purpose to my game is the gain. And sometimes I take a loss, and sometimes I don't. And that's it. That's the real truth. So I'm telling everybody. I'm telling Tim Bowman, he likes to run his fucking mouth. He doesn't even even know me. Lamont, Alan Kelly, who else? Miss Bingham. I'm a big dick fry girl, whatever the fuck she wants to call herself. That's her business. Don't step to me when you don't even know me. You might know my brother, and you got nothing to do with me. Devin Beagle, worn out cook from a barfly restaurant, drunk. How about that, Devin Beagle? You can't block me on that because you hear me loud and clear. I'm sitting at the end of the head of the table. Be just like Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy coming to America. The father stood on one side of the table and he puts a little intercom. Son, you're not feeling very good down there. What is wrong? And then he starts walking about 25 feet to the table to talk to his father, which was, I forget his name. I think he's gone now. Earl Jones. James Earl Jones was the father of Eddie Murphy when he played Coming to America to find his bride in the slums of Queens, New York. So I had to say what I had to say. I'm going to give you a prediction right now. When we step into Lincoln Financial Field next Sunday at 4:20 again, we're taking on the San Francisco 49ers, and we will become 11-1. So remember, don't ever hate the player, hate the game. See ya, and I definitely wouldn't want to be ya.
Okay, so that was interesting from Guido. I guess he's sitting on the other end of the table because I'm at the head of the table. So now we will have the complete NFL results from Sunday. To Allen, yes, my appeal was accepted. So it's in the works. They accepted my appeal. Going to court with Billy from Philly one more time. Okay, so let's get to the news reports. Okay, so let's see here. A theft occurred sometime between November the 19th and November the 26th on North Hopewell Street in the borough of Everett. At the above time and location, the victim, a 38-year-old male from Everett, had his three-wheeler bike taken from his property. It was a swine, three-wheel chain-driven bike valued at $300. And I would like to also extend I had a great conversation today with George Beckett and his wife, his new wife. I met the both of them today. We had a very interesting talk between the three of us. So George Beckett we made friends. I'm friends now with his wife, Dawn. So we just had an interesting conversation about Billy from Philly, and Mr. Beckett is a very large fan of the cameraman. He said that he watches my show all the time, and he said he gets a kick out of it. He said it's very entertaining. So thank you to George Beckett and his wife today for spending time with me out in the cold and talking to me. So that was enjoyable. It was nice to see George Beckett and his wife, Dawn. Okay, so I just wanted to give out a shout out to Mr. Beckett and Dawn. Okay, so with that, let's see here. Going through the list here, there was looks like a one vehicle crash occurred on November the 20th of 2023 on Pencil Hollow Road in Bedford Township, involving 86-year-old Roxanne Price of Bedford operating a 2017 Ford Focus. Looks like the vehicle traveled off the roadway, struck the guide rail, then crossed the oncoming lane and struck the opposite guide rail. The vehicle became disabled with the driver's side pinned against the guide rail. The operator was transported to UPMC in Altoona. A burglary occurred sometime between November 21st and November 22nd on Tammy's Way in Snake Spring Township. The victim, a 62-year-old male from Island Bank, his camper was entered and the inside of the camper was destroyed. A second camper had a attempt at entering, but the suspects failed to enter the camper. Stolen was a unknown flat screen TV valued at $300 and an electric space heater valued at $100. A cruelty to animals case occurred on November 22nd of 2023 on Lincoln Highway in Bedford Township. On the above date and time, it was reported suspected animal neglect was occurring at the location. No significant evidence of animal cruelty was found by state police. Let's see here, a dog law violation, non-animal cruelty, occurred on November the 6th of 2023 on Breezy Hollow Lane in Cumberland Valley Township. This incident occurred on November the 6th at approximately 13:35 hours on Breezy Hollow Lane in Cumberland Valley Township. The accused, a 53-year-old female from Bedford, failed to keep her dogs confined to her property and was cited with failing to confine her dogs. The victim was listed as a 35-year-old male from Bedford. So there is your police reports. So let's go to the NFL from Sunday night for Sunday football period. Okay, so let's see. Green Bay over Detroit, 29-22. Dallas Cowboys over Washington, 45-10. I believe that was on Thanksgiving Day. San Francisco 49ers over Seattle, 31-13. Miami over the New York Jets, 34-13. Atlanta over New Orleans, 24-15. The Pittsburgh Steelers over the Cincinnati Bengals, 16-10. Jacksonville over Houston, 24-21. Indianapolis over Tampa Bay, 27-20. The New York Giants over New England, 10-7. Tennessee. Okay, here we go. Let's see who this is. You're on BCFP.
Yes. Hey, Randy, Mr. Cameraman. Hey.
Yes.
Hey, I wanted to thank you for letting me taking my call. That Ed Clark, his dog is still running around. Mr. Clark, if you're listening, you need to tie your dog because it's running around. And I called the police today, and I don't know if they went there or not, but he's in violation of the dog law because he's not keeping his dog tied. I can't even go outside of my house.
Okay, are we talking about the same Ed Clark that was arrested in Cumberland for trying to pick up underage kids?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the same one.
He lives right across the road.
Well, maybe he's spending too much time trying to pick up underage kids to take care of his dogs.
Well, it looked like he's on his tractor today. I could see him down there dragging some logs. He's probably cold, probably can't afford who knows.
Awesome.
Mr. Clark, I'm telling you for the last time, I sent you a letter. And Mr. Delozer, thank you for letting me use your platform.
Okay.
Good show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, Mr. Ed Clark, your dog's running wild in your neighborhood. So maybe get off your tractor, stop looking at underage girls online, and try to take care of your dog. Okay, so where was Wade? Oh, did I say that out loud? Hey, this is BCFP. So, Mr. Clark, stop looking at those girls. Chop, chop. Go get your dog. Okay, so Tennessee over Carolina, 17-10. Los Angeles over Arizona, 37-14. Denver over Cleveland, 29-12. Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champions over Las Vegas, 31-17. Philadelphia over Buffalo, 37-34 in an exciting overtime win. And Baltimore over LA Chargers, 20-10. And so tonight for Monday Night Football, it looks like it'll be Minnesota 6-5 against Chicago 3-8. Yes, the poor dog gets cold and its owner's out there trying to look at little underage girls in the neighborhood. I guess it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. But Mr. Clark, get off your little scooter, get off of your little high horse, and take care of your dogs. If you took care of your dogs as much as you did underage girls, you'd be in pretty damn good shape. Know what I mean, hoss? Okay, so with that, you have been watching the Bedford County Free Press live video news here on Facebook. I am your host, the head of the table, the bad guy reporter himself, the cameraman, telling everybody it's a good day to be the bad guy.